Very good. We are at the time for public comment. We have some signed up tonight to address the board. First with Kurt Nortman, 518 Hibernia Drive. Kurt, hello. Good, good.
Good afternoon. I am here basically because...
Hit that mic. There you go.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Last month, the Supreme Court further held up our Fourth Amendment rights. Again, this past week, the LAPD and Newport police departments have both gotten rid of their flock cameras. I'm calling on the board to review our flock cameras. I think it's time. The last time I saw anything on this was in 2023 when they were rolled out as an investment, and I haven't seen anything in the budget that's paid to the Flock Corporation either. Newport says that it's $3,000 per camera, so that should put us at like $50,000. Again, this isn't about me not wanting police. This is about me wanting to protect my children's Fourth Amendment right and not growing up in a state where there's nothing but police cameras everywhere. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Kurt, were you at the Newport meeting by chance?
I was not, but I saw it online.
Okay. Why did they do away with them? Just because, and we'll talk about it a little bit because I know Chief has some background information, but what is it that stands out that you're like, yeah, we got to get rid of this now?
They actually had a town meeting for it.
Okay.
To see if they should, because the Newport Police Department had a pilot program, and they held a town meeting to hear from the citizens on if they should keep it or not, and based on that town meeting, they decided to get rid of the flock cameras.
Okay. Based on?
Just the feedback that they've got, along with just the reputation of flock in itself. These cameras are easily manipulated, hacked, and they say that they don't sell your data, but I mean, their data company you got to take that with a grain of salt.
It's the fact that you're giving your most precious commodity, which is your time to be here today. I appreciate that. But have you've done some research on this to where this is what they're doing, or this is what it said they're doing, or what?
Newport, or
anything with the flock where you're saying that they banned them. Why are they banning them? It's precisely because of this. It's a violation of that. It's a
last month the Supreme Court held up held up our Fourth Amendment right against these type of things, and that's why this whole debate is coming up now. And again, the LAPD just stopped theirs this week, and Newport has stopped theirs.
May I ask a question?
Did you have something?
I do have a question. What is it you think these flock cameras do? There's two different types.
Right.
License plate readers, which
Yes.
is what we have.
Yes.
That's all it does. Doesn't capture anybody's face, and then there's some that are videos. We only have license plate readers.
Right.
So what is it about that? I mean, may I ask Chief to give us statistics? I don't want to run your meeting, but,
No, that's fine. Before you hit the Chief,
Yeah.
Brian.
No, the thing is, do you fully understand? Have you called the police department to ask for a demonstration of how it works and what it does?
My understanding is that they read your license plate when you drive by. They read everybody's.
And then it disappears
Criminal or
after 30 days. We don't sit there and watch them.
That's what they say. But the data, is easily hacked and manipulated. Okay. It's been proven that's happened in other counties. Again, 95% of us do not commit crimes.
Right.
We're innocent until we're proven guilty, right?
Right.
Yep.
But yet we're taking photos of everybody driving in and out of this township.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a button, it records and creates organized notes based on your conversations. I use it at work, at the doctor's, and when I'm out and about. I could use an app, but it's effortless. Pocket does things no other app can do. Inside, it has a contact mic.
So, again, do you think we have a dedicated employee sitting there watching these films, or how do you think we use this information that's being captured? I just want to make sure you understand
yeah,
how it really
yeah,
works
yeah.
and not
They
just
use
what
it-
you're hearing on the
My
press.
understanding is they use it to assist in finding stolen cars. And today there was, there's a flock camera right up by the Chipotle, and they had a car break-in. I don't know if that was assisted with that, but that's not reading a car. That's just a camera there.
But it would not have captured those young people unless they had license plates on their head.
I mean, they're committing the crime either way.
But that's not what it's capturing.
Right.
So
But
why
that,
would you
that
think
camera
they're
up there is probably
capturing that?
rolling the entire time with
Okay.
as much cars that goes
Okay.
by.
I'm going to defer to the chief on that information.
And hang on, Chief. I'm jumping over to Brian because I heard, Brian, you said something, but I didn't hear.
Well, the U.S. Supreme Court decision was named Chattree v. United States, and it had nothing to do with flock cameras. It had nothing to do with Fourth Amendment. The Supreme Court for 45, 50 years now has said you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy in your license plate. After all, when you get in your car and you drive around, you are exposing that to everyone. So there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in your license plate. And the U.S. Supreme Court decision, again, Chattree, if you want to look it up, Chatrie, actually addressed whether or not a location could be pulled from Google. Had nothing to do with flock cameras, ALPRs, or anything related to the particular issue being raised today.
Okay.
Right. But it can lead to it, is what's coming down the road.
Yeah. Chief, you want to weigh in?
Sorry. First and foremost, thanks for being here.
thank you.
I would like to invite you to come out and see me, and we'll sit down and talk about it person to person if you want to do that.
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's
to do
fine.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as, since we've had these cameras I guess, in commission, we've recovered over $400,000 in recovered stolen property. 73 arrests were because of the cameras. So that's 73 arrests in 3 years.
So,
Let me finish here
Okay.
just real quick. 40 stolen vehicles. We also use them to solve hit and runs. We also use them to solve, we had gun recoveries, illegal drugs. I will tell you that what we use it for, truly what it is for, is a tool. A crime happens, we go to it and we look for it. It's no different than the computer in our car. It's no different than all the tools on our belt. It's a tool for us to use. We don't, and we'll get into it more when we meet up and talk about it. But,
Okay.
The reality is we have policies and procedures that govern how they do it, how they use it, when they access it. So it's governed pretty strict, and the reality is that if somebody misuses the system, one, they're probably going to lose their job, and two, they could go to prison. So the reality is there's things in place to prevent misuse. So am I saying it doesn't get misused? I'm not aware of it in our community, but the reality is I don't think there's anybody in our community or works for our Delhi Township Police Department that wants to go to prison or get fired for using the system
no,
incorrectly.
you guys do an absolutely amazing job. Every interaction I've had with you, and most I've got is a speeding ticket, but everything you guys have done has been great. And this isn't about,
And I didn't take it that way.
right,
No, but if you want to sit down and actually look at
Yeah.
it, learn it, we can talk about it. I'll answer what questions you have. I'll show you what we have. I'll be glad to do that.
absolutely.
Other things? See, I think it's great, and I've been following Newport, Edgewood will be next, and a few others, because they are debating the flock cameras and the violation of privacy of the Fourth Amendment. So I was curious what you were following, because we've all been kind of following it. We certainly would be about protecting Fourth Amendment rights. There's no question about that. But it seems like everything is kind of stirred up right now where there's great debate happening. So I wanted to make sure that you were heard. But I'm glad you said it, Chief, because I was going to say you two exchange numbers so you can talk more. And I know there's others, Mr. Nortman, in the community that are voicing the same concerns. And dare I say, we've actually had 2 of our cameras that were cut down. 2 of the flock cameras.
Right.
So someone against the flock cameras went out and actually cut them down. So
Vandalized.
yeah. So we're trying to avoid all of that. And again, thank you for just coming out and just voicing concern, saying, hey, this to me reeks of not good. So it gives us a chance to kind of bring it together, and as a community say, what are we doing? And I know, Chief, you will make sure you get in contact. And again, let's talk again in a couple of weeks. Feel free, at the next meeting, come
Absolutely.
up and see where it goes. So, yeah, and any one of us reach out personally. Our numbers are there, our cell phones.
Yeah, I know where you'd find you guys' emails.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm saying you can use our cell phones, my cell phone. I know you guys also. Anything, you shoot me a text, say, hey, got a quick question about township, or hey, I just saw this. We're all here together. We're trying to survive. So,
Yep.
hey,
Agree.
thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep.
Appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. Rich Gages, 5-7. Mr. Howell,
Well, good evening, folks. How are you?
great.
So, first, let me start off by saying the flock cameras, I support them. I had a neighbor who lost his vehicle, and those flock cameras found his vehicle within 2 hours. So, that is a success story that Delhi should very much taunt itself. And the police department does a fantastic job by using those cameras to solve the crimes, to keep us safe. And if you come in this township, you have to know that these guys in blue will get you if you commit a crime. Those flock cameras is a tool, and a tool that we should all want. Anytime, we should have those flock cameras, and they should have them at their disposal, regardless of the cost.
Gages,
Thank you, Chair Davis. I appreciate that. And I didn't plan to speak on these couple things, but it's good to have you here tonight, Commissioner. And if you'd be interested in
Can't
meeting
hear
with
him.
me after the meeting.
Use the mic, Rich.
If you'd be interested in meeting with me after the meeting, I believe that there are allegations of election rigging in Delhi that we could discuss. I also didn't plan on speaking about flock cameras, but I recently, last time I heard from this board on flock cameras, we had a handful of them tracking the coming and going at the entrances and exits of Delhi. We now have 20 flock cameras that I understand in Delhi. That guy said there's one at the Chipotle. I became curious about it again when I saw one at Speedway. I did a little research. It's my understanding that maybe not the Delhi flock cameras, but some flock cameras will offer you technology like tracking technology. These are the things that scare Fourth Amendment advocates. Also technology, some of those cameras, as I understand it, can be hacked to hack your cell phone in your car computer. Some insurance companies, you plug in the computer thing, it's monitoring your driving, saying how you drive. It can hack into that. If you have a laptop in your car, it can be used to hack into that. So these are all safety concerns that, in a private sector, a private company, the liability related to things that can be exposed and how that can be used are real security concerns. And so I would throw that out there. I want to go on to what I originally wanted to speak about. And